Zach, can you start with what the environment was like, and maybe if you could rank it with some of the ones you've seen throughout your career at Xavier?
Yeah, no, I've been here for a while, and there hasn't been too many that can compete with that. That crowd. All the fans really brought it today. We really appreciate y'all. Camping out, everything y'all do for us. We really appreciate the energy y'all brought for us today.
Zach, for you, a quiet first half, but in the second half, you got going really early, 5 for 5 in that opening war with 11 points. I mean, what matchup did you look for offensively, and what really worked for you to balloon that lead to over 20 points?
We weren't really looking for anything specific. I kind of just like to take what the game gives me, and in that war, I saw some openings, and I was able to take advantage of them.
Ryan, offense is a big part of the storyline today, but the crowd, the energy, how does that contribute to the defense, especially late in the first half when you're making your big run and you're shutting them down?
Yeah, first and foremost, I want to say all glory to God. I think just the energy, just in the environment, it just plays just to our side, and we just have, just a great crowd, great fans, and, just allowing that energy, just using that on the court, and just playing defense as well as offensively and playing our best game, was important for us today. So.
Ryan, they decided to not guard Dalen Swain on the perimeter and play off of him tonight or today. How did that impact your guys' strategy on the offensive end? How did that work out for them?
For us, we just knew to just put him in the actions. Just trying to put him in the actions. Because Kalkbrenner was playing back. That's why Swain, took a large amount of shots, and we wanted him to take those shots, because he was wide open and we believed in him. So, we had to do a little adjusting, but, it wasn't anything major.
You guys have had, maybe for Zach, you guys have had some big leads. I'm thinking of Providence and Seton Hall, where it's gotten a little dicey there at the end. Creighton makes its run, where you guys just kind of knew Creighton was going to make a run with how efficient that offense is and what's going on inside that huddle as you guys, that lead gets trimmed down to single digits with about a dozen minutes to go.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Creighton is so deadly from the three-point line, so you always know that they're never out of a game. At any time they can bang 3 in a row, that's 9 points, and that's a very large swing in the game. So, Creighton's never out of a game, so Coach made a very big emphasis on just putting our foot down, not letting them back into it.
Zach, how much does this define who you are as a team, this kind of run, 5 straight wins towards the end of the season? And do you guys, as a group, have a better identity of who you are as a team and what makes you successful?
Yeah, I think it's a great skill to have, to be able to be at your best when your best is needed. So for our team to have our back against the wall and be able to play like this, it really does show a lot about, the guys on this team and the character they have. I'm just personally just so thankful to be out on the floor playing basketball that I'm just going to give everything I have till it's over.
Dante, do you guys talk at all about bracketology? You're trying to get in that large bid, anything like that right now?
First, piggybacking off Ryan said, I want to give all glory to God. But as a team, not much, believe it or not. I think it's more about, we try to stay in the moment, one game at a time and kind of focusing on that. And we understand that if we handle our business, that stuff will, we'll put ourselves in a pretty good position. So, it's more about, being focused on trying to win the games that's at hand. And we're going to enjoy this one, but then it's going to be on to our next one, which is Butler. So.
You just personally, as a basketball junkie, though, your dad's a coach, you've been around basketball your whole life. I imagine March has always been a fun time of year for you. Do you find yourself, looking at bracketology or anything like that this time of year?
I personally try not to, because I think you could just get caught. Coach Miller tells us that, too, to try not to pay attention and get caught up in what you might see, Sometimes if I'm watching the game, you might see something on the TV, who's supposed to be in, who's supposed to be out. But outside of that, I try my hardest to, just watch basketball if I can, but just focus on what we got going on.
Dante, how much fun is it playing in a game like this?
Man, it's so fun. it's the type of games that, as a kid, like I dream of playing. I love playing in these type of environments, home or away. It doesn't matter. It's just being in those intense moments, intense games, is what personally I love to be a part of. So.
Could you feel that before the game? Could you sense it I saw you taking warm-up shots and Ryan shooting out there and greeting a couple of fans. Could you feel the energy?
100%. Cintas is a special place. You could feel it when you just walk in. You know, when we walked in, we were just greeted by a whole full student section out there, just ready for us to come in and play. But you could just feel the energy, like especially in games like this. This game, UConn, majority of our home games, but the bigger games, you could just feel like the support really before anybody really say anything. It's a kind of a surreal type of thing.